All right, hello everyone. We are live again with our losers bracket semifinals in this EU versus tournament. I am Dry Blocksman, as you probably already know, and joined me is Philly Doe.
Yeah, back again, and it'll be an exciting one here, a rematch between these two players, and this time it's an elimination round, so this is an important one. Winner moves on to the losers finals, and we'll have a chance to get back into it. Exciting match last time, a come from behind victory, 5-4, so another super close one. We have Lini and Bacon Cheese here, so they're set to get going here.
Yes, very exciting.
And off to the first level here, so.
Super Mario Brothers 3. And the interesting thing with that is that you can see the end much earlier than a lot of levels because you have the entire black stage exit and you just touch that box and it ends. So in certain levels you'll be able to see, oh yeah, there's the end right there, but sometimes that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it can be a little bit more obvious, right? So
this definitely seems like a more free roaming level. We see a little peek of a star down there. Rising Poison Shell area. Those are actually some of my favorites in this game, where you have that Rising Poison, you gotta ride along. We see a lot of these pink red key coins. Again, 7 of them to collect. Potentially necessary, potentially not, but this does seem like the kind of level where you are going to want to collect all of them.
yeah, I think so as well. They're taking the damage there and moving through. There's the goal.
The end of the level, alright.
So it looks like those red coins were not needed, or at least an alternate pathway. But
yeah, for sure, so. Oh, that's a great example of weighing the balances. Weighing the balances, that doesn't really make sense. But whether you want to go and get those coins or not, like, are they necessary? Are they not? Do I want to use that time? Do I want to try to look for that alternate path?
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, that's right. Coins were DLC.
Yeah.
Mario's Early Christmas Tree, that's the name of this level that we'll be heading into, so we'll see what that looks like. We'll see if it's a kind Christmas tree or not.
I mean, we see the boo ring right away. I don't know about you, but I would not like to have rings of ghosts on Christmas.
No, I'd happily take just nothing as opposed to having a bunch of those guys following me around, but
yeah, for sure.
Thankfully, though, at least it's not a ghost house in the dark. This is, you can see the ghosts on this one.
Yeah. We have the airship as well, and Lini moving his way into a Bowser Jr. boss fight, presumably holding this key that goes to the key door.
Yeah, and they're both in there now. Has to be careful, though. Bacon doesn't have the ability to damage boost, so
yeah.
Both make it through.
So they are. Oh, okay. Lini getting crushed in between the two chain chomp.
Yeah, on those.
I don't really know what to call them. Yeah, it was a very dangerous time. Bacon continuing to make his way through.
Yeah, gets the power up there and made it through actually quite a few tight sections.
Yeah, he does have this fire flower respawning to help him with this Bowser boss fight.
Yeah, so for, and the way this is set up, I've just seen a couple questions in chat here, and the way it's set up is that we have, of course, the 2 runners, and then there's a third person here, and so they just give up right at the beginning of the stage, and they're able to spectate, so they can switch between the 2 players. So it's not a dual screen setup. It would require them both to, for that, we see that often like in our Versus League and things like that, where they're both streamers and are both able to show that. But in this particular case, they're just, it's the spectate option.
Yeah, it's definitely
the game.
more accessible for people who may not have a whole capture card streaming setup.
Yeah, just wanting to just play the game and
give them a chance to get John Lane's Everlasting Love.
Yeah, and I mean that's for sure. I mean it can be. Even just to get the Switch and even a Pro controller or whatever, or just even the base Switch in the game, it's fairly expensive. So I mean, that in addition to a full streaming setup, I know mine was quite expensive, and so to get that set up, it's nice with this. Just easy as long as you have the game, you're good to go and you can play. So.
Yeah, it's very nice to be able to just compete in like a legitimate tournament. With very little cost. It's a pain to get all the things bought and set up and all of that, so... so both of them here are just trying to defeat this Bowser. They have the constantly respawning fireballs. Whoever kills it is...
There's a lot going on screen, it's hard to keep it for very long.
Yeah, so whoever kills the Bowser obviously is going to get that key right away. Bowser has to be really, really close to dead at this point. He's had a lot of fire hooked at him. And imagine that's a lot of weight on his shoulders too. Alright, there we go.
Through the door. And that's the flagpole, so Bacon takes another one. It's now 2-0. Very, very close there. Again, one of those stages with the equalizers. It can be annoying in Versus because, of course, if you have, say, like a level that's, platforming or something like that, and you can really sort of make your way through it and you're ahead, for example, or especially since they're both in the same lobby, you get a nice, you toss the other guy into lava or something like that and you're ahead, and then now all of a sudden there's a boss battle and the other guy can catch up. So it can be, if you're behind, it's great news, but if you're ahead, it's really unfortunate. And so kind of a sort of contested sort of split philosophies on that one for sure.
Yeah, because some people say, well, yeah, it takes away like all of the progress and the skill you have. Like if we have somebody making huge progress on their opponent, then one of those equalizer sections that requires waiting or a boss fight can really just take away that entire lead that you work to build up towards. But then it's also makes for exciting races to commentate, of course, and watch as well, as we have seen with some of our 4-5 matches, and even like our 2-5s, 3-5s. It's been very exciting.
Yeah, and although at least that one was a little more reasonable, we had just a horrendous level earlier that was that had the Meowser, the flying Meowser,
Yeah.
and the worst part about it too was that there were also the donuts that dropped, so you couldn't stand in one spot and just spam. Oh, and they only had cat suits, no fireballs, so you have to get up close, and they couldn't even stand in one spot, so it was just brutal.
Yeah, that Bowser was much more feasible to fight. So we are going to see both runners here going through into the swamp room. We're going to want to be able to spin up here, platform. Lini making it up, gets spike pillared.
That gets a mushroom back, though. And uses
it right away, gets a checkpoint, gets it again, loses it.
Well, at least has that permanent progress. Took a few hits there, but made it through, and at least has the check.
Alright, so Bacon able to take the lead here.
They're going up another vertical section here, it looks like.
In a more open area, we're going to see 4 paths, presumably to 4 different key coins, which will unlock that key door up top.
Oh. Lini is stuck up there now.
Yeah, no option to reset there, so of course he's still gonna wait up there though, because unlike a clear condition where not unlike a clear condition, unlike say an on-off switch was blocking that and Bacon was trying to find the on-off switch, as soon as he found that and hit it, then Lini would be able to get that win. But no, once Bacon gets, he'll have a key in his physical possession, and that will allow him to have sort of a standoff with Lini once he gets up there.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of waiting will go on up there. I mean, he could choose to give up and sort of try and come back here, but just probably not the...
Yeah, for sure.
The way to go.
Just one more coin here, and then he'll get that key. Oh, he was trying to wait for something to happen, but he gets those mob team rolls, but he runs away not far enough to despawn them. I'm not sure. I think Lini might be within the range of them, so those are gonna stay spawned. He's gonna try to.
Oh, and there's more coming. What an awkward spot. You have to really, I think, run in there really fast and get out.
Yeah, for sure. Especially with no mushroom for him at that point.
Yeah, it's not like you could just quickly damage boost and get through.
Alright, so he has it now, though. I think he's
gonna
gonna
get through.
Yeah, get through as far as he can anyway without having to damage boost. What's that?
Only 80 seconds left. He's hanging out up here.
It does look like they might go for a mutual reset.
Yeah, just stuck in there.
Alright, yeah, they are gonna go for the skip on the level.
I mean, really, what else are you gonna do there, right? I mean, there's nowhere to go, really. So we'll load into another level, and so of course no one getting the win there. So it'll be 2-0, still in favor of Bacon at the moment. Yeah, and of course they're sort of interacting with each other there, but there's also, they have a collective, there's a group chat on Discord, and so they're able to discuss with each other, for example, like that, to say, yeah, we're gonna give up on this one because there's really just no way forward, kind of thing.
Alright, so Bacon's still 2 ahead, but anything can happen. We have this ghost house section here. Lots of Goombas.
Flying down from the heavens? I don't know where they're coming from, but Bacon gets a checkpoint.
Ooh, okay, Bacon. Wow, waiting for Lini to witness his loss, or victory.
Yeah, snuck through there, and now 3-0 for Bacon. But could we see a comeback? I mean, we saw a great one last match.
Oh, yeah.
So, getting to another level here, and
Box Castle.
yeah, we'll see what that brings. Riding on a parachute swamp at the moment. Looks pretty precarious in here. And of course, it wouldn't be a great lava stage without a bunch of clear pipes, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's an essential part of the 3D World theme. So yeah, again with the fire-resistant fish.
Overpowered, man.
Yeah.
Oh, takes a death.
Yeah, the blowy Joey not blowing him quite high enough.
That star is gone now too, as well. I mean, it may respawn at some point, but yeah, they're.
So Bacon taking the lead again. Hammering Lini off of it. Wow, okay. A brutal kind of play, and that's what makes these versus tournaments very exciting, so you can see the interaction between the two players as opposed to like a race in a league situation where players are trying to race through levels the fastest. You can really see that fight between the two players. Very, very different games. It's much more mental.
Yeah, so there's the star again. Oh, okay, it does look, I didn't see before, but yeah, it's just like they're just coming out of that pipe sort of infinitely there. Louie Joey's made it through.
So Bacon opts to take out those hammer blocks, but alright, so he does see he's gonna need to kill something to get the key. He kills the Magmark.
Yeah, it's in there, so moves on through. So let's see where opts to go on this one. Gotta be careful too, you don't want to get crushed between those platforms.
Sees another clear pipe.
Where'd it go?
Alright, we see a checkpoint as well.
Yeah, so still just progressing through this one here and moving up. Smashes through the thwomp there.
Yeah, we have the vertical auto scroller here. Ooh, ooh, trying to make the long jump, not quite low enough, does take the death in the rising lava. And the vertical auto scroller rising lava thing can be a difficult thing in Versus.
Yeah, unfortunately, just didn't trust maybe, and sometimes that's reasonable, but didn't maybe trust the indicators right away and just waited a little too long.
So Bacon is going to be going for this again.
Yeah, still making his way up, and doesn't seem like it's a super difficult level, but it's definitely something you have to be careful with if you take make sure you take your time, and it looks like the indicators are trustworthy.
Yes, for sure. We haven't seen too many trolls today.
Yeah, and in this level, no Kaiser blocks or anything like that, which is, I'm sure, appreciated by all of the players.
Alright, so Bacon loses the hammer to these two boom booms, but they do die in the fire. And he gets exclamation mark boxed over to already risen lava, and that's a broken level. Yeah, pretty much. So that's gonna be a mutual reset, or at the very least, it's an impossible level, so it's gonna time out or something like that.
Yeah, it's too bad. It seemed like he beat the lava correctly, but because, of course, with the areas, when you have two players in a level, it can affect the way that different areas have rising lava, and so because Bacon made it through, but because of where Lini was, the area that then Bacon ended up in, I believe the lava was already risen there, so couldn't do anything there. It's the lava doesn't reset and go back down with two people as well, like when they're active in the same level. So the warp box normally resets it, but because of the two people in the level, that can't happen.
Yeah, it really is unfortunate with some of these that they get into multiplayer versus and it just ends up being impossible. Catacomb Manor, probably going to be a ghost house from the sounds of it, a dark one, of course.
Yeah, I mean, just everyone's favorite type of level. A couple weeks ago when we were doing some more of the league, we were asking chat, we were saying, what's the, oh, there's the key there, interesting. We're asking chat, what's kind of the worst type of level, and when the consensus, and this is, I apologize, this sentence may cause some flashbacks for some players here, but a dark auto-scroll underwater level seemed to be the consensus for the worst kind, so ooh. I apologize if that made you feel anything, everyone, but that is at least not all of those things, this one.
Yeah, I think I've experienced at least one of those levels in my life. It was not dark underwater autos. Yeah. Alright, so Bacon making his way through, Lini getting crushed by the thwomp. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, you're welcome there. I wanted to make sure everyone had a little trigger warning there. Yeah, it's a dangerous territory we're walking into. Barely when you say that.
Yeah, definitely a very dangerous topic. So Bacon keeps making his way through, but he does have to be wary. Anything could. Wow. Okay, that right there, that wall jump was extremely monk-esque, but Bacon, with the quick reaction time, is able to get himself back up there. Enters the door. Oh, sees the thwomp. Gonna be a extremely close thwomp run.
Oh, and saved there. Good. I was worried. I saw that block there for a second. I was worried, oh, is it going to be, where you have to navigate through, but...
Wow.
Take it onto the goal.
So that is another win for Bacon.
Indeed. And now on to match point. We'll see if Lini is just biding the time, wanting a reverse sweep.
It's definitely gonna be a reverse sweep. Lini is gonna come out of nowhere and win the whole thing.
5 straight. And then he's going to take out and win the whole grand finals. Is that where we're at?
I think that's the move here. 20-second speed run.
So they'll have one shot at this, basically, and that's it. You have one shot to make it through, because of course the timer is so short.
Right, not making it.
Looked like it might have had a chance there, but yeah, the one death, and that'll probably do it. Time will run up, and we'll move on to the next level here.
Very unfortunate.
So we're on to another one. Potential match point here once again for Bacon. And we'll see if they're able to do it.
Alright, Bullet Bill Rush. So Lini does get that early jump off the Banzai Bill, and that will cause him to get the early lead here.
Yeah, we'll have a chance to make some progress. Nice jump there as well. And again, a super tight timer here. And that's the end. So Lini will not go out. Total sweep, and so it'll be the first points there. So 4-1 still in favor of Bacon, but hey, we could be mounting a comeback here.
Not going down without a fight, for sure.
So on to our 6th course and potential final map. But Lini wanted to make the reverse sweep.
So we do see quite a few deaths coming out from the runners, but Lini is able to make it up top into the pipe, into this little area here.
Yeah, onto a new section. We'll see. Gets a mushroom, so that'll be helpful.
For sure, he does end up having to need it. Uses the blowy Joey here. Ooh, spin jumping right into those, or bouncing right into those spikes. Bacon doing the same, but he did have the mushroom to damage boost. He's gonna be moving up here through the platforming section. Trusts the guide arrow there, which serves him well with Fire Flower.
Loses it, but at least still has the one power up.
Makes it through again. Uses spring jump, very, interesting platforming section here. He is hoping to take the win here, but he falls down a significant amount, and now him and Lini are right next to each other. That mushroom goes to Lini. Very happy about that. I'm sure Lini uses it.
Yeah, to make some further progress. The level is quite intriguing, actually. This is the sort of level that I might like to play myself, you know, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, no, this looks like a genuinely good level. Like, I would enjoy this.
There's some coins and a Yoshi, and usually that's a good sign.
Nah, Yoshis are very helpful.
Interesting, there's... So definitely worth going through there.
Alright, so
Checkpoint.
gets the checkpoint, also very helpful. And now just something to note here, these rainbow platforms are the semi-solid platforms, where you can jump through them, up through the bottoms and the sides. And you can stand on the tops, as opposed to clouds are the fully solid platforms in this cloud theme.
Yeah, Lini's still making good progress here. Lost the Yoshi a little bit back, but gets a, should be able to, yeah, gets a Fire Flower now, so that'll definitely help out. So there's a little boss battle here, it looks like.
Yep, with a key. Of course, you can just spin jump on that shell there. He gets him trapped down there for the last hit, and that's a key for Lini making his way through the door and through a pipe right into the goal tape. And he's gonna take. All right, there we go.
4-2 now, making the comeback. That's 2, and we'll see if they're able to make it all the way back. It's at least more interesting, and it's definitely a little bit tighter now. And for even on just on the scoreboard, it looks better now. Even if you lose the game, it looks a lot more respectable and picked up some good levels.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so there's a few pipes here. We'll see what that is.
Not Zelda saying hashtag the equalizer. It very well could be a pick the pipe level. I mean, we do see 3 key red pink coins. So it could be a situation where the runners will need to get all 3 of those coins and then unlock a key door, but all 3 of these pipes seem to lead to very enemy spammy, difficult, not very easy levels.
Oh, wow. Almost took to death there, Lini. Oh, and does eventually, and made a really nice precision jump there between the icicles, but takes one there, unfortunately.
Yeah, the spike beetles here. Unrelenting.
Yeah, that definitely makes it a lot more difficult.
Alright, so that's 1 key coin we've seen collected so far. So yeah, it is looking like they're going to want to get all 3 here. We see the checkpoints. So the runners also don't know which ones have been completed, so... And we ourselves, as the viewers, only know that Bacon has gotten 1, and I believe that was the blue pipe.
Yeah, so they can just make their way up.
Alright, it's a 2nd coin here. Waits to see if that's the last coin. We are gonna switch over to Lini here, see what Lini's doing. Alright, so yeah, that's the key door that they're gonna want to get to after the 3rd one is collected. So now 2 of the 3 are done. The last one being this red pipe, both runners realizing that it's going to come down to this, and then whoever can get into that key door the fastest.
Yeah, probably will be the end, I would imagine.
Yeah. Bacon taking a slight lead, but taking a death to the flying dry bones. Lini almost landing on that jet flame, but still staying in it. We see that key fly by, signaling the collection, and Bacon's gonna be waiting there in that pipe.
Yeah, and interesting. Oh, and
Okay, all right, we're both here. All right, and Lini gets the throw. He enters the pipe, and that's gonna be another win for Lini.
Making a comeback. It's
Wow.
4-3 now.
This is quite the match here in the losers semifinals. 3-4, very exciting. The comeback is real.
Yeah, it's a even now. Like I say, it's now it's a super close match. Even and no matter really what the result.
Alright, so we see some cannonballs here, gonna be some jumps here. Bacon taking the early lead. But Lini easily catches up.
Oh,
And-
takes a death there.
Yes. So, alright, so we see some piranha plants. Gonna be using these to. Oh, he does not expect it to move vertically to the right, but he does know where the goal pole now, tape is now, and he knows what he needs to do to take the win
It's
here.
not far, just to the right, really. I mean, the short course. This could be big.
Yeah, right here. This could be it.
Lini's close behind,
He
but
expects it, and that's yep. So GG's out for Bacon.
takes the win. But it got a lot closer there towards the end. It'll be 5-3 for Bacon, so congratulations. And yeah, they will be moving on to the losers finals. And so yeah, congratulations. We'll be back very shortly here. We'll have the next match for you. So stick around and we'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere. We're getting really close to the end of this tournament here. Cannot wait to see what happens.